ready to talk infant car seats tonight? Or today, or in the middle of the night? Oh God, I pushed the wrong button. I started to push end stream. Oh my goodness. Hi, we're gonna talk all things infant car seats tonight on this Amazon Live. I'm like in a very weird position because I have to back up here so my face isn't cut off because I want you to obviously be able to see the car seats that we're talking about. So as you're joining, I'm gonna give a few minutes for everybody to start logging in here. As you're joining, if you haven't yet followed, I would be honored if you did. Would love for you to just be a part of our streams and get notified when we are going live. And I should probably tell you who I am. So I am Michelle with Safe in the Seat, and this is actually what I do. I'm a nationally certified child passenger safety technician and a mom of two, and car seats is what my, sort of platform is based on. But as a mom of two, I am also very much into all the mom life, kid life things. So I do a bunch of streams related to that as well. Actually in the background there, which I realize might be rather rather distracting, is from I just recently did an Easter live with things to put in kiddos' Easter baskets. So if you missed that, you can see I haven't put it away yet because my kids are playing with the things on the table nonstop. Jill, happy to have you here. Jill is a tried and true follower. Super happy to always have you popping in a live stream. Thanks for saying hi, even if you can't stay. So whether you're watching live or you're watching the replay, what we're sharing today, so at Safe in the Seat, we take recommending car seats very seriously. I know that the amount of you that get so overwhelmed, as did I, with the choices of car seats that are on the market. How are you supposed to know which one to choose? We do have resources for you. If you need further help beyond what I'm going to share with you here, you can check that out on our website. But let's kind of dive into the basics. What is an infant car seat? So let's just make sure we're all on the same page. So an infant car seat, or sometimes you'll hear it called an RFO, rear facing only seat, is one that you use with your newborn baby up until 6 to 15-ish months of life. Of their life. It depends on the car seat, your child's body, and how long you want to lug them around in the seat, because this seat is unique from all the other car seat stages in that you can carry it around with your baby in it. All other stages of car seats stay installed in the car and you remove your child in and out of it. So we should be on the same page now about what an infant car seat is. If you have any questions about that, obviously you can drop it below. I see tons more of you joining. There are a lot of infant seats that we like, and today we're focusing on, I think I have 11 here to share with you that are available here on Amazon and that we're real big fans of. So when choosing a seat for us to be on our recommended seat list, we have to feel like it fits in the majority of vehicles. It fits the majority of kids well. For infant seats in particular, I'm going to share with you the ones that fit small babies really well. If you believe that you may be having a really small child, you need to know some seats will fit better than others. We like the features that are on the seat itself, maybe better than others in that same line. Like if one brand makes a ton of different seats, all different names, which many of them do, we've chosen the one out of that sort of range of seats that we like the best for some of those reasons. Ease of use, features, vehicle compatibility, child fit, all that kind of good stuff. So there are two other technicians on the Safe in the Seat team. One who is here behind the scenes with us, her name is Liing, and another one named Sandy. And so they help compile this list of our, best of the best. So let's jump in. The first one up is the Liing. So this seat probably, is this the priciest besides the Duna? These are on the higher price point list, but the Liing has some standout features to it. So let me start with the base on this seat. So I'll carry this one up to you. I'll carry this one up to you a little bit. So on the base of this seat, we have what are called rigid lower anchors. If you're watching, do you know what a rigid lower anchor is? Give me a thumbs up if you've heard of a rigid lower anchor before. Rigid lower anchors look like this. They legit are rigid, and they attach to the lower anchor connector points in the vehicle seat. As a result, you have to put this base, if you don't have to. If you have rigid lower anchors, I would highly recommend you use them. But the majority of vehicles are gonna have those lower anchor positions on the outboard seats, outboard being behind passenger and behind driver. So most often that's where you're gonna install this. I wanna pause for a second for those of you that are here live with me. If I start saying lingo and you have no idea what I'm talking about, I try to be very careful of that, because as somebody who was definitely not a car seat tech, and it's why I started saving the seat, I was lost with all the terminology. Just flag me in the comments and be like, hold up, I don't know what that means. Can you please tell me? And I will happily do so. And Lainey's on as well to answer questions too. So let's see, I added the real, okay, got it. Thanks, Lainey. Lainey's giving me tips of things that I need to remember to say. Okay, so rigid lower anchors is a really great feature of this base. Another highlight of the base, I'm just really handle it. Hold on. I'm not used to holding it up when I have to put it in all the ways. But another really great feature of the base is this load leg. So I see some thumbs up knowing what rigid lower anchor connectors are. Give me another smiley face if you have heard of a load leg before. Load leg is gonna look like this once we install it on the vehicle seat. It's gonna hang down. You guys probably can't see that. It's gonna hang down until it gets to the floorboard of your vehicle. Another really great added safety feature that can be like it's a really great option for what's called, we have rebound. We don't have a rebound bar on this seat in particular, but rigid lower anchors help with that. A load leg is going to help with dispersing the crash force energy. If you that car seat is going to move forward and then back, and a load leg is going to help absorb some of that crash force energy. So it's a great added safety feature that we really like. The other cool thing about the Liing base, many of the bases that I'm going to show you, you have to adjust the recline on the base before you put the carrier on it. And this one, you're gonna adjust it before you put the carrier on it, but you can do it right here. So let's say you get this all installed and your load leg all in position, and then you pop your carrier on. You will have already put the recline where it needs to go, but if you need to make an adjustment, you don't have to uninstall the base to do it. You just slide this panel until you get the bubble in the proper location. So that's kind of like an ease of use feature, right? Because a lot of the other ones have footers on the bottom, which I'll show you, that you have to adjust, which means you may have to uninstall and reinstall to get that correct recline. So that's kind of another cool ease of use feature. Let's see what else I wanted to tell you about. This one has a panel here. I hope you guys can sort of see this. There's no great angle for me to do this yet. I hope one day I have a car seat studio that I can show you all of these things, but I'll bring you down here for a minute. So, if you were gonna route the vehicle seatbelt, you would put it here through these lovely little blue belt guides, right? You'd weave it through, and then you push this down to finish the installation, which helps a ton. Let's see, what else do I want to tell you? The Liing fits small babies very well. So if you are expecting a smaller sized baby, premature babies especially, fit really well in the Liing. This seat, this is what it looks like in the inside. And it comes with a lower infant insert, which I don't apparently have out, but it has one too. This seat is a little bit on the heavier side as compared to the others. So I think it's 10.5 pounds. Yeah, it's 10.5 pounds. So if you add the seat plus your kiddo in it, you're gonna gain some arm strength as you go. And it's hand wash only, so it does not have an ability to machine wash it. So again, a couple of things that I'm highlighting for you that are going to be differences that you hear between the seats that we are talking about. I am a big fan of the Kleck Liing. I will just tell you personally, I really like this seat a lot. Like we said, fits babies great and has a couple of really great features on the base itself. You can also use European belt path routing and install it baseless as well. So I'm out of breath and we're on seat 1, guys. Okay, let me see. I might consider getting it. Connor, the Kleck Liing you're talking about? Let us know if you have any more questions about it. Again, Lainey is in comments. She is a certified technician, just like I am, and can help you with anything specific. So take advantage of her expertise while you are here on the live as well. The difference between, I don't have the Liingo in hand with me because you guys can visualize this, okay? So the Kleck Liingo is your baseless option. If you are in the city, if you are traveling all the time, if you ride share, you are not going to likely have your base installed in that car, right? You want to hop in and out of an Uber. The Kleck Liingo has these rigid lower anchors that we talked about right on the carrier itself. So you can literally like pop and go basically when you're on the move. So that's the Liingo. That's one of the things that, well, that is the thing that makes it stand out. You can buy a base later on if you want to. So you can get a base with it, but I think almost every single seat on the market, Lainey, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe other than the Liingo, when you purchase the seat, you get the infant carrier and you get the base that goes with it. With the Liingo, you can just buy the carrier, and then if you would like to eventually add a base, you certainly can. Let's see. Oh, Pippa Urban. Yes, thank you. Good call. Not sold here on Amazon, but that's similar to the Liing. Okay, anybody have any questions about the Kleck Liing? Oh, I did say the Liingo has rigid lower anchors. It has premium lower anchors, Lainey? Why was I thinking it didn't? Okay, Lainey's getting a premium lower anchors. Okay, so on the Liingo, my apologies. There's so many seats sitting here and so many things I have to remember to tell you correctly. Let me find a seat with premium lower anchors so I can show you what that means. So on the same thing with the, it's still super simple. It's gonna be baseless, but premium lower anchors look like this. So this is what you'll see on the Liingo, but it just would be attached to the carrier itself. Okay? Okay, moving on. I'm literally standing in a field of car seats. Okay, I really like this seat too. This is one of the newer Graco seats that just came out, and I was able to play with it. Let me move our Liing base out of the way. All right, so here's this little guy. I'll show you more. So again, this one has a load leg on it. Get it off the base for a minute. I'm totally blocking my walkway too. Okay, so we have a load leg. Again, many of you guys I saw wrote in with your little smiley faces that you, I cannot do this one hand. And continue to try to breathe. So a load leg is gonna, again, extend once you have the seat installed down to the floorboard of your vehicle. It's an added safety feature that we really like. And this base also has an anti-rebound bar. So it's kind of covering both of those times in a crash where the seat would rotate forward and rotate down. So it's gonna stop the forward rotation and the downward rotation with these two added safety features. So we love that about the base. It also has a seat belt lock off. So similar to what I shared with you on the Liing base. So these are features that you see in infant seats and in convertible seats and forward facing only seats on some of them that have this ability to lock the vehicle seatbelt so you don't have to lock it in addition, right? We have to get the car seat locked in place in the vehicle in some way. And so this is one of those lock off features that you can use to, it's like an ease of installation feature. It's a nice to have. Makes the process even more simple. The carrier itself weighs 9.8 pounds. This is what it looks like. We like the fit for our babies on it. This I thought was interesting. Look, it has this little pouch right here, and I was like, Lainey, what do we do with this? And she said, like, if you're gonna carry it in and out of a store and you just want to pop like your key or a credit card or something, you can just put it right here in the carrier. Like, you know, how fancy is that? Yeah, car seat CrossFit. Becky, you aren't kidding. I didn't go today, so we'll count this as my CrossFit for today. Let's see, did I miss machine washable fabric as well? So you can take this off and machine wash it, you know, if you have any of the disasters that can happen. Anybody else want to see anything on the seat itself? I'm impressed with this one. I like it. It's newer to the market. We've also, before we put seats out, like share them with you guys, we have tested them in vehicles and with babies to make sure that we like the fit. So that one's one of the recommended ones. Okay, moving on. I have to like read the comments here. Okay, Even Flow LiteMax. We actually have 2 Even Flows seats to show you. And like I said, we kind of picked, you know, our top ones from the various brands. A couple of them we're showing you more than one, and I will explain to you why. So the Even Flow LiteMax is this guy. And in the like car seat industry, this seat is known for its absolutely amazing small baby fit. You know, if you birth a small baby, either planned or unplanned, and I'm talking this seat has a starting weight limit of 3 pounds, okay? So for, you know, on the most part, our very premature babies, this seat is going to fit them well. There's nothing more traumatic for families than when you have a child that is born early and they're on the small side and they have to do what's called a car seat test, typically at the hospital, and then they don't fit well in their car seat, and trying to figure out what in the world you're supposed to do or what car seat will work. So this is one that will absolutely work with your very small babies. It has a lot of ways to adjust the harness itself to be able to get smaller. So not only do we care about the harness height, which is where the shoulder straps go, we care a lot that on small babies it starts really low. So let me see if you can see this. It's like giving you some car seat education that you maybe don't want, but you're gonna get it anyways. So these little harness straps here, can you guys see how low this one is? So like if I put a baby in here and I actually have a doll, their torso only has to be this wide for this to fit them. Well, in addition to making sure that that shoulder strap is coming out at or just below their shoulder, we have to make sure the harness can get tight enough around their itty bitty bodies. This seat has multiple ways for you to adjust the harness length so you can get it tight enough. So another really great feature. Let me see, 7.8 pounds. So I mean, this one I'm actually not too out of breath as I'm talking to you guys about it. 7.8 pounds. Hold on, let me get the carrying handle up so I can show you. Come on. Okay. Reading my notes. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. 7.8. Okay, amazing on small babies. As I said, 3 pounds, 15.75 inches is the height of a baby that's approved. Is the height of a baby that's approved in this seat. Okay, let's talk. The fabric is machine washable and it can be thrown in the dryer as well. Some that say machine washable can't be put in the dryer. This one can do both. A note about the Even Flow seats. The Even Flow infant seats in particular, and like I said, there are going to be 2 that I'm going to share with you. Even Flow requires 1.5 inches between the back of the car seat and the outboard seats, the passenger and driver seats. So once you get this guy installed, then you also have to have that 1.5 inches of space between the vehicle seat backs of the row of the outboard seats in the row in front of it. So this isn't the most compact option that you're gonna find in terms of an infant car seat. Just something that I want you to be aware of that many people don't know. So heads up. on that. And okay, when we talk about the base itself for this seat, also has one of those panels that we talked about for ease of installation. So hold on. I can't do anything one-handed. It's here. There's the panel. You raise it, you route it, and you you tighten things up. These seats also obviously all have lower anchor connectors as well, okay? But we talk about seatbelt installation a lot, especially for those seats that have these like tensioning panels on it. We like them. We like them a lot. Ease of installation, and so it's you're more likely not to misuse it, right? And that's obviously what we care about. Having the seat is one thing, knowing how to use it is another. So you gotta do both to properly keep our kiddos safe in the seat, if you will. Okay, hi, First Buddy, hi, Donald. Jill, we had to go through the car seat test in the hospital. I didn't even think about what we do if she didn't pass. Probably panic. Yes, I think I certainly would have with my anxiety. 100%. Okay, the other even flow that I want to share with you is called the Even Flow Gold Max. This one weighs a little bit more. Did I tell you that the other one weighed 7.8 pounds? I don't know if I did or not, but it does. This one weighs 9 pounds. Let me grab it. Okay, here's this one. So the first one is a little bit more, I don't want to say the word basic because basic sounds like bad. It is not bad. That seat that I just shared with you is like phenomenal for so many reasons, and for our small babies, it's just like knocks it out of the park. This one has a couple more, like when you get a car and there are different trim levels, this one's got some added trim to it, if you will. So it weighs a little more, as I said, at 9 pounds. It has a load leg on the base. Let me get it off. Hold on. All right, so we have a load leg on the base for this guy. So again, load leg is coming from the bottom. It's going to extend. There are a ton of people that get seats with load legs that will see them installed and they won't have like activated the load leg. They didn't even know to look underneath the base that there was something there. So don't let that be you. If you have a load leg, you absolutely want to use it. You do need to reference your vehicle manual to make sure that you can use it in the seating position that you want and that it's okay to use. If you have like hollow floorboards or stow and go seats, they can't be used in those positions. So there's my disclaimer to always check your vehicle manual. So load leg, extending down, right? Really great feature. That extended down right when I said that. It was so kind. Thank you for cooperating with me, base. I would say, let me see if there's anything else in the base. Same seatbelt lock off for easy installation. So we've got a panel here that we can use to get the seat. How does this one work? Yeah. So that we can get the seatbelt, we can route it through here, push it down to get it nice and tight. Seatbelt lock off in place. Fabric is machine washable, can be thrown in the dryer as well. The other thing that I really want to highlight on this seat, it is something unique to Even Flow Cybex seats, and that is this sensor safe chest clip. So this you hook up with an app on your phone, and the sensor safe does 4 things. I'm going to read it to make sure that I don't miss any of them. It will alert you if the temperature is too hot or too cold. It will alert you if the chest clip is unbuckled. It will alert you if the baby has been in the car seat too long. And it will alert you if the baby was left in the vehicle after it was turned off. So a really amazing added safety feature that is on this seat and some of the other Even Flow seats that you'll see out there. Okay, did I get everything? I think I got everything. Let's see, Lily, I brought my son home at a little under 5 pounds. We had to do a 2-hour car seat test before being able to bring him home. Yep. And that, that in and of itself is enough stress, right? Just going through that car seat test. So really critical that you have a car seat that you know is gonna fit your smaller baby. And now if for some reason you're in that situation, you know of some good options. should you have to get a different car seat like immediately. So there's that. Okay, Century carry-on. Let's do this one next. This one is this is a very lightweight option. Okay. It's gonna be a fun game after my son is here, of seeing if, you know, how quickly we can match the carriers up to the bases. I bet you he can do it pretty quickly actually. He helped me set them all up, which was sweet. Okay, so lightweight, where are you, Century? Back here. Lightweight option, like super lightweight. Even on the base, it's lightweight. 6.8 pounds. It's very compact. So front to back, it's one of the more compact infant seats. If you've got really tight, you know, limited space in that back seat for, you know, anybody, or a very tall passenger or driver. It's machine washable fabric. On this one, there are not any, so a lot of the seats that I've shared with you have all of those like ease of installation features, those panels I was telling you about, rigid lower anchor connectors, and they have maybe some added like safety features like a anti-rebound bar or a load leg. This is just a basic base. It still passes all the same federal crash test standards as the others do. And so we don't consider this one to be as easy of an installation, but guys, I promise you, you can install an infant base in minutes once you know the technique of how to do it. So still a really great option for you. Its kind of claim to fame is that it's very lightweight. So grab that one if that's important to you. 6.8 pounds is, I don't know, Lainey, is that like one of the lightest? I feel like that's one of the lightest on the market. Okay. Also the fabric's made, oh yeah, that's right. So Century seats use a ton of recycled materials to make their seats, which is really great. So recycled water bottles we saw it actually when we go to a conference annually, and we were able to kind of see some of the development of the Century seats and how they're using recycled materials to make them. So that's another really cool factor. She was like, remember to breathe. I know, I do kind of, it's like I feel like I'm like, so thanks for giving me the comments. It gives me a second to take a little break. Gregory, thanks for following. Sorter, thanks for following. Jose, glad that it's helpful. Donald, appreciate you following. If you haven't clicked the follow button yet, please do. Tons of lives. This one's obviously super technical. We don't do them all like this, but we do kind of like to have, we did a convertible car seat live, same kind of setup with a lot of convertible car seats. Obviously we're doing it here with the infant. So if these kind of lives are helpful, even though I know they're not what a lot of the other people are doing out on all the Amazon streams, we just want you to have kind of a little more information about what's happening in car seat world. And obviously it's my area of expertise. So we'll continue to do the more fun ones too. But you know, we want you to be armed with this information as well. Okay, let's move on to the safety first, which is right here. Let me move this one. Okay, this is the safety first. There's your lovely little look at the inside. This one weighs 7.5 pounds, so still a pretty darn lightweight seat. And remember, when I'm talking about the weight, I'm only talking about the carrier portion of the seat. I'm not talking about the base. So this part is 7.5 pounds. We like that this one has so it's like a self-ratcheting feature on the base. So have you heard of these before? So you're gonna, please hold, let me get the lower anchor connectors out. So you push these in. These are found on a couple other seats. It is a nice feature. So you're gonna take your lower anchor connectors. They're gonna extend out. Can you guys kind of see what I'm doing? Hold on. Oh gosh, always so graceful I am on these lives. Okay, watch this. I'll show you. If you have these ratcheting ones, and I can't not install a car seat on a live all about car seats. So you do that, you would obviously get your recline to where it needs to be before you install, right, my friends? Okay, but let's pretend. And then you close the panel. And the ratcheting feature helps to get it tight, and it changes the indicator from red to green when it passes. That's my vehicle seat moving. When it passes the test for tightness. So that's a really cool feature that is on this base. Okay, hold on to gracefully, oh so gracefully, put you back in place. Ay, ay, ay. Katie, thanks for following. Okay, you guys see okay? All right, oh man, there are a lot of people on here. This live is like literally all over the place. I'm glad you're here. This is pretty typical Michelle style of Amazon Lives. It's just, you know, we just go with it. My son could walk out at any minute. You know, you never know what's gonna happen. Okay, I have a daughter too. She's staying the night at grandma's, just to be clear. Okay, self-ratcheting lower anchors. The fabric is machine washable, not that seat. The fabric is machine washable and can be put in the dryer. Is this the seat that I'm on? Holy moly, you guys. Okay, yes. And it can be put in the dryer as well. It's also an excellent fit for smaller babies. So I've shared a couple with you that are kind of top of our list for very small babies. This is one of them. This seat is not super compact front to back. So again, if that is a feature that is important to you, this one takes up a pretty decent amount of space front to back. Hi, Jakey. It's like amazing here with all these seats. Say hi to my friends.
Hi.
All right, let's keep moving. You want to stand over here?
Yeah, I'm gonna join.
Okay, you join.
I'm gonna help.
Okay. This is my son, my super helpful son. Okay, let's grab this one next. So the next one up.
Wait, this
yep,
one or that one?
That one. I think I covered everything on that seat. I did. Okay, this next one is called. Here, come over here because all I can see is your back.
Oh.
That's okay. Thanks, kiddo. This one is called the Kiko Key Fit. This one's been around for ever and ever. Let me make sure that was the one that's up next. Yep, perfect. We really prefer, will you grab that part too right there? And hold that up in front of the camera for a sec. We really prefer this Kiko seat because it does not have, get ready for it, this may surprise you guys, this one has a rethread harness. So some seats have a harness, hold that tight for a sec, okay? Oh boy.
I got it.
I know. So some seats have a harness that automatically adjusts. We call this a no rethread, meaning you don't have to manually rethread it. This one has a rethread, which means you do have to manually rethread it. And we really like this one for the Kiko seats. Yes, it's called Kiko. How many of you guys knew that? Is anybody surprised hearing me say Kiko instead of Chico? It's called Kiko. I learned that at a conference when I first started. Anyways, the rethread is really great for not creating any of that like head slump, okay? So something important, look, oh, so I think that's Boo Boo saying hi to you. You can come look over here, Jakey, come here. Come over here, you can look at the comments right there. Okay, so with the Kiko Key Fit, a couple other things that I want you to be aware of are, it's okay, 9.4 pounds, so not the lightest of the ones we shared with you, but not crazy heavy. They're all within kind of a general range. The fabric is machine washable. This seat has a super easy lower anchor installation. So similar to kind of some of the other ones that I've shared with you, you're also going to be able to like super easily install this base, and I'm talking like under a minute. So I think once you know how to install a base, you can install pretty much all of them in under a minute, but we'll get you there. Just keep following along. We'll get you there. So that is, Jake, that's actually the seat that I brought you home in from the hospital.
Oh.
Not that exact one, but the Kiko. At the time, that was the one that you came home in the hospital.
So buy it. We know it's safe because I went in it, so buy it.
They're all safe is the good news. And there are a lot more to choose from on the market today than there were when you were born. So lots of things for people to consider. All right, let me tell you, I did include on this next one the the KeyFit 35. So I don't have it, I do actually have it, but I don't have it here physically with me. And the reason I wanted to share it is because the KeyFit 35 has an anti-rebound bar. So again, what the anti-rebound bar is, so something like this, right? This is not the exact seat, but it has an anti-rebound bar on the back of it. And again, it does have that no rethread harness. So sometimes it can create a little bit of head slump. So it's just something I want you to be aware of if choosing that seat. I wouldn't feel like a good technician if I did not, you know, give you a little bit of warning about that. Let me see what my other note was on the KeyFit. Please hold the KeyFit 35. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, the KeyFit